Staffing shortages are impacting police departments across California, and it's no different here in Sacramento. Next year, the department is expected to have less than half of the officers that one advocacy group says it needs to serve the city's population. And this morning, we welcome Brian Marvel. He's the president of the Peace Officers Research Association of California, or PORAC. Brian, good morning. Good to see you.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
I know PORAC recently released some data.
Yes.
Recently did some research on staffing. So explain how California's staffing stacks up to the rest of the nation.
Well, nationally, it's a huge problem. Nationally, California, it's even more of a problem just because of all of the issues that we've been facing over all of the last several years. There's huge competition just in hiring people across the spectrum of occupations throughout California, but within the law enforcement community, there's even more competition because the candidate pool that we have isn't as great as we've seen in the past, and people have to realize that if 100 people put in for the job, only 4 or 5 are actually going to get into the academy, and then maybe 3 or 4 actually graduate the academy to go into the field training phase. So the competition's fierce.
One of the notes too in the report is talking about response times.
Yes.
How do these fewer officers and these staffing levels ultimately impact responses?
Well, it has tremendous impact on response time because, obviously in law enforcement we categorize certain types of crimes or calls, and you said Sacramento, they're going to be less than half of where they're supposed to be. So every officer that's not working the street, that's one less officer that can't respond to a high priority call. National average is about 7 minutes for the very high priority calls. Somebody's breaking into my house, life-saving, that type of stuff. 14 minutes for quality of life type, and a lot of agencies are going above 7 minutes just to respond. So if somebody's breaking into your house, 7 minutes can seem like an eternity.
What is it that you feel like needs to change?
I think there's a variety of things that need to change. One, there has to be a concerted effort towards recruiting and retaining qualified candidates. You can't spend a lot of money one year and then trim back the next year. It's like advertising. You got to continually have a lot of finances and resources spent on recruiting qualified people. Second is the competitive nature. Compensation plays a factor. And then 2, which is free, if the elected officials would go out and actually say, hey, you know what, this is a great profession. It's a job that you could actually touch somebody's life and turn them around completely, and speak positively of the profession. Governor Newsom's doing it for the California Highway Patrol and the Cal Fire, and they're hitting record numbers.
What is it that you want the research to ultimately lead to or to do?
The reason we're doing the research on the staffing is one, we want our locals to be able to utilize it. So when they're talking to their cities and their local municipalities to say, hey, this is a serious issue. It's an issue outside of us that we have to be concerned about. But we also want the state legislatures to know, hey, this is not just a local issue. This is a statewide issue. It's a national issue. We need to come together as California, which I always hear. We need to come together as California and try to figure out how do we resolve this on the state level so the locals have the ability to be able to recruit the qualified candidates that we're looking for.
Brian, we're going to put that information on our website for our viewers to check out. That'll be on kcra.com a little bit later today. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.